This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
New season's greetings from myself, Rob Palmer, and Terry Gibson, and welcome to the Camp Nou, where this evening we bring you the first major match of the season, Barcelona against Real Madrid, El Gran Clásico. Well, it's a late kick-off Spanish time, but clearly hasn't affected the crowd. The Catalan and Barcelona flags flying high and proud around the Camp Nou. Well, at last, all of the talking and speculation can be put to bed. And Terry Gibson, we can have a decent game of football.
Well, there's a few more days left yet, Rob, with the speculation and transfer gossip from the Barcelona and Real Madrid squads. It's a Clásico tonight, full of familiar faces. Just one new player starting tonight for Barcelona, and Real Madrid 11 familiar faces, all there last season. Players that won the Champions League, La Liga title.
Well, all of the dignitaries and the greats have turned out. Raul and Butragueño up in the president's box. They'll be envious of the players who are taking to centre stage at the Camp Nou this evening. It is, of course, a two-legged affair. They play again on Wednesday night in Madrid, which is a 10 o'clock UK kickoff, 11 o'clock at night local time. Well, it's all very jovial down in the bowels of the Camp Nou. I'm sure once the game begins, that will be out of the window.
Yep, two protagonists there getting together, Busquets and Ramos, both competitive. Both will do whatever it takes to make sure that their team are in a winning position going in towards the second leg. But it is going to be competitive, make no doubt about that. It's the Spanish Super Cup, and any game between these two teams is going to be full on, full throttle. Both teams going all out. You see the strength of the lineups, both managers, no concessions whatsoever. This is going to be a proper game of football.
Well, as Terry said, for once, the spotlight hasn't been on the signings of Real or Barcelona. Both have made a profit in the transfer market this summer. Barcelona selling players for 226 million euros, 222 million of that, of course, the well-publicised Neymar to Paris Saint-Germain deal. Real Madrid have brought in 120 million euros in sales and themselves spent only 40 million in the transfer market to bring in two young talents, Theo Hernandez and Dani Ceballos, neither of whom make the pitch from the start this evening. Two sides not only familiar to each other down in the tunnel, but familiar to the fans as well. No experimentation from Zinedine Zidane, or the new manager of Barcelona. Cristiano Ronaldo will be sitting in the shadows, an unusual place for him, but he's only had 3 full practice sessions since returning from his summer retreat. If we do see him tonight, it will probably be a cameo appearance in the closing stages of the game, as it was against Manchester United in the European Super Cup in midweek. Now Barcelona hymn ringing around the Camp Nou. There is no such thing as a pre-season friendly anymore. And both managers acknowledging that this is a chance for the first silverware of the season. Ernesto Valverde will be desperate to get off to a good start with his new team, replacing Luis Enrique at the back end of May. Doesn't have a lot more to work with than Luis Enrique, but we expect some activity in the transfer market in the next 7 days or so. There's talk of them signing the Brazilian tomorrow. Don't worry, Liverpool fans, it isn't Coutinho. And expect that Paulinho, formerly of Tottenham, will become a Barcelona player. Mobile phones up in the stands, creating a starlight effect. Down in the centre of the field, there are the stars. No longer the MSN. The chosen one tonight is Gerard Deulofeu, who returns to Barcelona after spells, of course, at Sevilla and at Everton, and a short spell at AC Milan. He will replace Neymar in possibly the strongest 11. The other surprise is at right back, where Alex Vidal plays his first game from the start since last February. Sergio Roberto is on the bench. Referee tonight, one of the younger referees in Spain, Senor Tibergos Bengochea. Well, there was a time when Real Madrid were signing the Galacticos. He has made some recruits this summer, but they tend to be players to bolster the squad. It's a very strong starting 11. Ronaldo is rested this evening. Isco will be taking his place alongside Benzema and Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, of course, didn't start the last 9 games of last season. Returning to familiar surroundings, Ernesto Valverde, once a player in the Cruyff era. He turned Barcelona down a few years ago. You don't turn them down twice. He's in the hot seat, and Zinedine Zidane, who's just signed a new 3-year extension to his stay. He's looking to add yet another trophy to his cabinet. He's won everything else.
It's been an incredible achievement for Zidane so far. 2 Champions Leagues, La Liga title. Absolutely fabulous job. Be looking for it to continue, starting from now.
And away we go. They light the fireworks. The 235th Clásico starts the Spanish season. These 2 clubs have met, of course, in the summer over in Miami. Didn't let anybody down, 5 goals. Messi scored after 3 minutes of that game, Rakitic after 7 minutes. Piqué scored what turned out to be the winning goal in the 50th minute of the match. There is no such thing as a friendly between these 2 ancient old rivals. Real Madrid haven't had the most sensational pre-season, drawn against Manchester United, beaten by Manchester City, losing against Barcelona, even drew against the MLS All-Stars, but tonight they're hoping to peak. And it's Kovacic who's got the midfield position. He's playing in place of Modric tonight. Modric discovered he was suspended because he was sent off in the last Super Cup he played in 3 years ago. Here's De La Feu, he's offside. It's going to take some getting to know you for the Barcelona front 3. Suarez, Messi, and De La Feu, the chosen one. It's tight.
He has gone for, I dare to say it, like-for-like replacement in terms of the style of player. He's happy to play wide on the left. And De La Feu. There's some casual play, didn't it, from Barcelona to stay winning the ball away cheaply. And Kovacic unlucky with the quick thinking. The attempted chip from long range.
Barcelona pinned back. There is Ter Stegen. The coach may have changed, but the Barcelona style will remain faithful. Trying to play out from the back. He's got them in some trouble here. This is Benzema. Vidal in the way. Corner prevented from Ter Stegen. And this was it.
It's intercepted by Isco. Kovacic, quick thinking. It's the right idea, isn't it? Just didn't get enough elevation on the attempted lob over Ter Stegen.
It was reminiscent of that moment. It was in March 2014 when Victor Valdez gifted the ball to Karim Benzema, and he scored after 23 seconds of the Clásico. Alex Vidal, who looked to be moving out last year, starting tonight ahead of Sergio Roberto and Nelson Semedo, who was one of the few summer signings for Barcelona. There's Marcelo. There's got competition for his place with Hernandez coming in the summer. That's the beauty for Zidane. He has, well, enough top quality players to name 2 starting 11s quite frequently last year. Terry, he would make 9 changes, wouldn't he, between Champions League and La Liga?
Yep, and it served him well. The young players, the fringe players in particular, did really well. Maybe a problem or 2 this season. I think 1 or 2 established players, senior players, have left the club. Real Madrid have gone again for youth. And bringing the likes of Dani Ceballos and Theo Hernandez in. Also lost Pepe, Danilo, Contral, Luis Rodriguez, Alvaro Morata. Zidane placed a lot of trust in the younger players in the squad. I think it's been proved that he's right to do so.
Toni Kroos to Isco, who's grown in stature over the last 6 months. Last year at this point, there was talk of him being loaned out to get him some playing time. And now he's arguably in the team ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, though of course Ronaldo is not fully fit. But Ronaldo, for the first time in his career, is going to have to fight for his place here.
He'll get back in. It's interesting though, looking at Zidane, the way that he plays with Isco in the team at the top of the diamond. Midfield quartet, Casemiro holding tonight's Kroos and Kovacic.
And this is Marcelo.
And Isco at the top of the diamond, and Gareth Bale playing more central than he has done in the past when it's been the usual 4-3-3 from Real Madrid. And I think it does give Real Madrid a little bit more control in midfield with the extra player in there. I think Zidane will see Gareth Bale as one of the centre forwards with Benzema and Ronaldo.
Titi to Busquets, to Iniesta to Rakitic. Now Vidal. Piqué, Busquets, familiar names, familiar style, Lionel Messi. Now Rakitic, a bit of afters there, noted by Senghor. Sitting in Bengochea, got a space for Jordi Alba. Goes on the outside. Alba sliding tackle from Dani Carvajal. Spain's right back on Spain's left back.
At times he's tackled to perfection. And we see the crossfield diagonal pass to Marcelo. Just beyond the defensive line of Barcelona in an offside position there. We see the wonderful skills from Isco.
Messi will take the corner. Piqué comes through the crowd. Good header away by Ramos. Now Vidal. Suarez.
It's all about ability, isn't it, with Isco? Great awareness, great control. Always on the move, and perfect for that position that Zidane has found him. Just pulling off of the front two.
Marcelo. Carvajal. Kovacic to... Well, seems the omnipresent Isco is everywhere. He's got this roaming role. Just looking at the formation of Real Madrid. They've got two up front. But a back four, and Isco seems to be playing a mirroring role of Messi, just going wherever he wants to. He's got the full freedom.
Yep, and I think that's the right way to play that position. Always find little pockets of space, whether it's dropping deep or going wide. On occasions, being in an advanced position, almost being the centre forward. If Benzema drops deep, he's an intelligent player. Isco.
Casemiro. Toni Kroos. Gareth Bale to Marcelo. Lovely touch from the Brazilian. Sturdy touch from Gerard Piqué. Never the entertainer. Marcelo on this left-hand side. He hasn't had a great deal of competition for his position in recent years, but they spent 23 million on Theo Hernandez from Atletico Madrid in the summer. He's a replacement in the making.
No, it's very early, Rob. I'm just looking to see if there are any differences between Ernesto Valverde and the tactical approach from Luis Enrique. It's fair to say at the moment Real Madrid are enjoying a large share of the possession. careful with the amount of high pressing from Barcelona so far.
And Iniesta stolen easily by Isco. Gareth Bale behind you was not the cry, and Titi, with the aid of Jordi Alba, wins it back. Busquets. Alex Vidal. Struggling to get out of their own half at the moment. Barcelona. It's a high-pressing game by Zidane's Real Madrid. Now Delafeu. A little bit tight, but it was Kovacic who won it back. And Karim Benzema, last year at this point, was facing competition for his position from the returning Morata, and he's seen him off.
The competition, didn't he, initially when he joined Real Madrid from Gonzalo Higuain.
That's a great ball over the top. Nice take by Suarez! And he warms the hands of Keylor Navas.
It's a half chance for Luis Suarez, the first sight of goal for Barcelona. He's willing to run in behind. Does extremely well, and the pressure from a defender. It's the right amount of touches, the right sort of touches to inevitably end up with an attempt on goal.
Very animated, Zidane down on the touchline. It's not so often we see him scream at his players. Messi. Busquets. Jordi Alba. Delafeu. Casemiro.
You see Valverde cracking the whip as well from the touchline. He will be irritated by the amount of times that his team have given away cheap possession. There we see a fantastic run, fantastic understanding and awareness from Iniesta to find Luis Suarez as well to get his attempt away.
Lionel Messi's on the case. Defenders swarm around him. It's through the legs of Suarez, and it's the calming influence of Keylor Navas.
So Luis Suarez with two really good touches. Gets the ball under control. A comfortable save for Keylor Navas.
Well, it has been an uncertain summer in Catalonia. Nobody quite believed the story when it came out that Paris Saint-Germain were willing to meet the €222 buyout clause of Neymar. It seemed a sickening amount of money. And the famous Sequeira tweet from Gerard Piqué, but it became a reality. Barcelona have a lot of money in the bank now. Chasing Dembele, we're told. Officials in Germany last week. Dembele refusing to play for Dortmund. And as we know, Philippe Coutinho unsettled back on Merseyside. When you look at their best starting 11, Terry, there will be one position up for grabs, really, wouldn't there? Which is the position which is vacated by Neymar. I suppose in time, Iniesta will be making way for somebody in midfield. And whether that's where Coutinho would fit into the bigger picture.
So there's a fantastic opportunity for Delafeu to return back to Barcelona, be given the chance. Iniesta, hopefully, there's a few more years ahead of him.
Iniesta had his injuries last season, and there's only a couple of times at the end of the campaign that he actually played repeat matches, back-to-back matches with La Liga and Champions League, and of course the Copa del Rey run and all the way to the final. He won the Spanish Cup. Suarez steps over it, Messi tries to play it into it. Ramos sensibly hoisted into the crowd. Busquets. Delafeu selling Suarez short. It's an ambitious run from the back from the centre half of Varane.
And at the very least, if Delafeu's had any chance of staying in the team and being the replacement for Neymar, he has to get the basics right. 2 or 3 occasions already in the game he's been guilty of giving away possession, misplaced passes.
Alba, Titi. Messi feeds the ball to Delafeu, and he was captured again by this razor-sharp offside trap of Real Madrid.
He has the pace to hold his run and to make sure that he's in an onside position.
You'd have to look at the shadows of the two players to regard him as offside. Here is Gareth Bale, and Titi coolly gets himself and Barcelona out of a tight situation.
I'm surprised Gareth Bale wasn't a little bit more aggressive there. And Titi, of course, has to be careful with the aggression. And the foul there results in the penalty for Real Madrid. It was well worth Gareth Bale being more aggressive, though.
There's Alex Vidal, bit of a folk hero in these parts, goes on the outside. Whisked away by Kovacic. Rakitic. Messi. Toni Kroos. Isco. Little nudge from Delafeu. He's having a difficult full debut for Barcelona. He has played 6 times previously for the club. Before going on his travels, but none of them were from the start of a match.
Bell making that running behind him, Titi. I think here he can afford to be much more aggressive than the defender who runs the risk of giving away a penalty. And Titi won that tussle.
It was a clash between fellow Frenchmen. You can't say French international colleagues, because Benzema is currently, of course, out of the scene. Hasn't started for France since November 2015 because of issues.
Suarez earlier was frustrated, really annoyed with Alex Vidal. He made a really good run towards the byline, but took far too long to get his head up. To be aware of the position of Suarez. By the time he played the ball in, the chance had gone.
Casemiro wanted the free kick. Quite happy the referee gave the advantage. Isco. Benzema making a sweeping run in from the wing. Barcelona defending well, but Rakitic puts them in some trouble here. Toni Kroos. Isco has options. Kroos is with him. Isco with the dancing feet. He went for the deceit.
Isco again with the skill. And Busquets feeling the effects of that challenge from Casemiro. That's Vidal, the right back. Previously a right winger when he was at Sevilla. In the long spell of his career, and he looked like a right winger there. Not sure of how to adjust his body and to try and defend against Isco.
It's a positive run. Delafeu. Half-hearted appeal from handball from the players. Noisier from the supporters. Piqué buys himself some ground. Now Busquets. Well, it's 20 past 10 in the evening in Barcelona, but it's still 78 degrees. Warmer down at pitch level. It'll be an energy-sapping evening. This is Busquets. Rakitic. Vidal. Suarez. And Rakitic, Suarez is offside. That avenue's closed. Barcelona having to play a patient game here. Jordi Alba.
I think Barcelona are struggling to find a rhythm in their game. First genuine competitive match. Real Madrid, of course, played Manchester United in the European Super Cup.
Lionel Messi. Star attraction so far has been Isco. The referee has his first big decision to make of the evening. Messi arrives down there in pain. It was a raw challenge on Lionel Messi.
It's not like Casemiro, is it?
He said ironically.
His first foul was in 15 seconds. This is his third one so far. The referee is adjudged. He gets some of the ball, but I think it takes more than enough of Lionel Messi initially.
This was the other big decision. It did come off the lower arm of Carvajal, and the referee couldn't have been better placed.
His arm's close to his body, and it does deflect off his own thigh. So certainly not a penalty for me.
Not unsurprisingly, maybe the first caution of the evening to Carlos Casemiro. Kovacic. Isco. Marcelo takes to the wing.
It is often an issue, though, isn't it, for Zidane and Real Madrid?
That's a brilliant ball. It's a clever run as well. Bale tries to play it back to Benzema.
But Casemiro does get booked so frequently. 70 minutes to play in this game. He's the defensive whole midfield player. It's his job to make challenges. Got away with it a number of occasions last season. An important player for Real Madrid.
Isco. Bale draws Piqué, makes the angle for himself. Benzema can't get the touch. Kovacic to Casemiro. Oh, driven by Toni Kroos.
That's a very good pass from the German midfielder. Very rare. Casemiro with the challenge on Messi. Messi sees him coming, steps across into the challenge to try and shield the ball. It's fair to say it's just warming up now, isn't it? It's been a classic so far.
Casemiro classes Zinedine Zidane as he's playing idle. That's a great deal to the manager as well, who's shown so much faith in him. Casemiro had a good start under Rafa Benitez, but when it came to the Clásico, Benitez dropped him, and that was the beginning of the end for the former Liverpool manager. Now Zidane has had Casemiro as a constant in the team. Brings some ballast to Real Madrid and allows the artisans to go perform. Here's one of the set artisans, Isco. And there's a little linking of arms there between Benzema and Vidal. The referee's attention was brought to it by his assistant.
A little nudge, wasn't it, from Benzema on Vidal?
Iniesta. Alba to Umtiti. Andres Iniesta. Gerard Deulofeu. Piqué. Rakitic. Vidal. Just over a quarter of the game gone. It's taken Barcelona quite a while to impose themselves on the match, and Another raw challenge on Messi, this time from Gareth Bale. It looks good kill.
He's getting involved in the game more now. He always is prepared to take defenders on. He's outnumbered. Trusts his ability. Tight situations to dribble away from defenders, to change direction quickly. It's a genuine attempt from Bale, isn't it? But definitely a foul. Advantageous position for Barcelona to take on the attempt, direct to goal. Of course, with Neymar not there, and Suarez getting involved in the set piece.
Well, the favourite would always be Lionel Messi, surely. For most players on the planet, you'd say an impossible angle. But it's Messi standing over the ball. He goes for it. He almost gets it. You could see Navas half expecting something like that.
He was just over the crossbar. Didn't really ever look as if it was going to get down quick enough to beat the Real Madrid goalkeeper.
Kovacic. Varane. Kovacic to Isco. Too much on the pass. PK to Vidal. It's a lazy pass from Vidal. Isco's the most prominent player for Real Madrid so far in this game. PK does a little pirouette. Appreciation from the Barcelona supporters. Kovacic. Ramos. Toni Kroos. There is Messi. Brilliant ball by Messi. De La Feu. Suarez catches the eyes of the defenders. Rakitic. Iniesta. Nice layoff to Jordi Alba. Alba with a disappointing cross. Barcelona trying to get used to life without Neymar.
Yeah, and it did look that way there, didn't it? It wasn't fluent down the left wing. Messi's attempt. It is on target. Keylor Navas does have it covered.
Titi and PK and Michel trying to split the Real defence. It appeared to be a handball from PK, and if it was deliberate, the referee, will caution him. It's a very soft handball from PK.
He tries to palm it in, doesn't he? And fully deserves the yellow card. You have no complaints there. Don't think he had any, did he? Exactly what was coming.
Marcelo. Isco. Asking a lot of Gareth Bale. And Titi casually back to keeper ter Stegen.
Very assured now, doesn't he? And TT, big success from last summer's transfer signings that Barcelona made.
Well, spent 82 million last summer. He's the only player that made an impact. Wonderful athletic defending here by Varane. To Carvajal. Isco. De La Feu to Titi. Now Rakitic. Messi. Rakitic showed too much of the ball to Rafael Varane. The pace is quickening as the players go through the gears here. Here's Marcelo. Oh, it gets the space on Vidal. Oh, it was a necessary header. Don't forget the second leg of this Spanish Supercopa is on Wednesday night. That is right, it is 10 o'clock kick-off UK time on Wednesday on the Sky Sports Football channel. It allows the capital to cool down. It's around 40 degrees in Madrid at the moment. Casemiro looking for the element of surprise, but no catching out. Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Again, there was another really good chance for Realmadrid with the cross from the left wing. Jordi Alba with a defensive header against Gareth Bale, who's in the far post.
Rakitic, Iniesta, in his own time. Alba, now Messi. Varane uses it back to Keylor Navas. Marcelo, brilliant by the Brazilian. PK. As for a foul after the ball had gone. As Zinedine Zidane was assisting the referee in making his decision.
It's a position that Marcelo shouldn't be allowed to get away from. He turns Vidal there. Knock in at the bottom of his back.
No goals, 6 fouls apiece. A yellow card per team as well in the opening half an hour of this game. Bale. Marcelo. Kroos. Benzema. Kroos. And Titi waits for his goalkeeper. He has great ability with his feet. There is Suarez. But Varane is the beating of him when it comes to pace. Ramos. Lionel Messi. I don't know if his records, but it's a long time since he scored against Real Madrid at the Camp Nou in a Clásico. Lionel Messi hasn't scored here against Real in 5 games.
It's fair to say that neither team have hit full stride yet. Looking for a bit of magic. Goal from nowhere. It's going to be Messi for Barcelona, and it's going to be Isco for Real Madrid, who look the prime candidates to come up with something a little bit different, a little bit special.
De La Feo hasn't yet blended with Messi and Suarez. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Tight. Messi's there. Brave, decisive save from Navas.
It's better from Barcelona, isn't it? Opening up that space. It's a wonderful pass from Iniesta. There's Jordi Alba, without breaking stride, run onto it. Trying to cut it back first time to Lionel Messi.
There's Suarez. Refuses to give up the chase. Casemiro. It's his job, the enforcer. Here's Barca's enforcer, Busquets. Vidal.
I admire the way that Suarez knows that if Varane is quicker, it would be easy for Suarez just to drop deep, get the ball to feet, make no attempt to run in behind, but his movement is so good, so intelligent, good understanding with his midfield players. It's important for him and Barcelona if they can stretch Varane and Ramos, make them run back towards their own goal. Opens up the space for the likes of Iniesta and Rakitic and the attacking fullbacks.
Oh, pendulum of possession swinging the way at the moment of Barcelona. Piqué, Rakitic through the legs of Marcelo. Jordi Alba. Times last season when he was out of favour with Luis Enrique. And as Iniesta cleverly plays it to Suarez. But they don't outwit Ramos. Casemiro. Barca's whole defence creeps up to the halfway line. Now they have to backtrack a little. This is Benzema. Well, it's enthralling for the football purists. It's a defensive masterclass from both teams so far. Suarez, Rakitic, Suarez. Oh, little confusion in the Realmadrid defence as Barcelona are livening things up now.
Play from Luis Suarez. He's looking to get involved in the build-up. End-to-end stuff. Very little play in midfield now. Both teams look absolutely shattered. 35 minutes in. Both teams desperate to win this cup. Two big games before the season starts. Probably two that they probably could have done without in terms of preparation for their league campaign. They both want to win. I think they're both way short of where they expect them to be once the season gets up and going.
Iniesta hits and hopes, not his style really. Easy for Ramos to head away. This is Benzema. As always, Karim Benzema is full of running. Very rarely goes the full 90 minutes. This is the Suarez into play, and it was Carvajal who came across and bailed out the rest of the defence. Isco sparkled in the opening 20 minutes or so of the game. They blotted him out as Barca have slowly started to take control. Kovacic to Carvajal. Bale. Kroos. Marcelo. Isco. Vidal stands off him, gives Isco space. Oh, it's a great save from ter Stegen. Pure reflex after Gareth Bale whisked it in.
It's a snapshot from Gareth Bale. And Isco causing all sorts of problems. Now backing into his own penalty area, not giving too much help from any of his teammates in terms of defending one against Isco.
Heads up, and Titi climbs highest. Gerard Deulofeu leads the counter-attack. Deulofeu to Jordi Alba. Full steam ahead. Carvajal only half stops him. Puts it into the danger area. And tidying things up is Kovacic. It's been a mature performance from Kovacic in the role tonight of Modric. And he continues the run as well. He stops something, can he start something? Gareth Bale beaten in the race by Gerard Piqué. Here's ter Stegen. Marcelo.
Just a few moments ago I said it was end-to-end stuff. Very little play in midfield. A good example of that. Kovacic chasing all the way back, and Jordi Alba was trying to take on Carvajal. Did so well that it was radiant up the pitch again. You see the snapshot from Gareth Bale, the cut back from Isco. Good reflexes from ter Stegen. Technique-wise as well from the goalkeeper to push it over the crossbar. A good attempt from Gareth Bale.
Messi. Iniesta, Busquets.
No hint in the tactical approach from Real Madrid that this is a two-legged affair, is it? For the away team, they haven't come with no idea the intention to keep clean sheet, to shut up shop. It's just been a straightforward game of football, isn't it? With both teams looking to win, looking to score goals.
Messi gets around Casemiro. The referee has to pick something out of that. The ball was in the middle of it somewhere. And was it payback by Messi on Carlos Casemiro?
I'm not so sure he picks up the booking here. Is it Messi for the foul? Is it Busquets for the descent? The referee gets involved in the play. Deflects off the referee. Busquets with a crunching challenge on Casemiro. That's payback from Busquets. I have no doubt about that whatsoever.
And we're told it was Lionel Messi who received the booking. Could well have been Busquets as well, as Terry said. His challenge is maybe more dangerous than Messi, but the referee probably saw it as an active descent. And Busquets takes it as part of the game that he's caught heavily by Gareth Bale.
So Piqué holding off Gareth Bale. Back heel. Got a double drag back and a back heel now from Gerard Piqué in his own penalty area. Goalkeeping from Ter Stegen to keep out Gareth Bale.
And booking for Bale as well. There was a time when we had the 5 costliest players ever participating in the Classico. And now, of course, Gareth Bale is at number 3 in that particular chart. A bit of afters there. And it's Carvajal who's the latest to go in the referee's little black book.
The players are getting even more tired. The tackles and the challenges are even later. Carvajal shouldn't have any complaints. He's pointing to the ball. It wasn't him that got anywhere near the ball, was it? Pointing in the direction that the ball went. He catches Iniesta.
Iniesta had injury problems last year. It was a cruciate injury picked up against Valencia. And after January, couldn't start back-to-back games until right at the very end of the season.
Didn't have much of a pre-season because of the European Championships. Picked up that injury, serious injury, early on in the season for an aggressive challenge from an opponent. And kind of nursed him through the rest of the season.
Messi, easy for Ramos. Well, he scored the dramatic equaliser against Barcelona last year. Ramos in the 90th minute. Busquets, Vidal, Piqué. Rakitic. Iniesta. Alba, without his usual playmate Neymar. Vidal. Rakitic. Standing his ground is Ramos and again. As we mentioned, Barcelona dominating possession of the ball. I mean, part of the plan of Zidane. He is at times content for his players to sit back and utilise the breakneck speed on the counter-attack. Something he'd want from his time in Italian football with Juventus. The onus is, of course, on Barcelona to entertain the home supporters. Titi with a layoff from De La Feo. Iniesta. Lightning football this from Barcelona, but there's no strike at the end of it. Isco. Carvajal. There's Gareth Bale. Teases it to Toni Kroos. To the final minute of the first half. Marcelo. He's given his wings by Vidal. This is Casemiro. Carvajal looking for Bale at the far post, and Bale came clambering in.
There's a grimace again from Gareth Bale. He should be favourite again at the far post. He gets slightly underneath the cross, doesn't he? His header goalwards from that range if it's on target. Fancy the chances of beating Ter Stegen.
All right, on cue, the referee draws the first half to a close, pretty much as we expected. Two teams showing a bit of tightness in the opening showcase game of the season. Barcelona edging the possession, but Real Madrid starting the game very sharply. And I'm sure in the second half we're going to see Cristiano Ronaldo at half-time at the Camp Nou. It is Barcelona 0, Real Madrid 0.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
I'm out of retirement just for Conor McGregor.
One shot is all it takes me.
Mayweather McGregor, live on Sky Sports Box Office.
I wish I could ask you, how was your day? A friend would be lovely, don't you agree? Close we could be, and together feel the love, my dear, and never apart.
You can find us in every corner of the world, watching, listening, analysing. We are everywhere, and we see everything. We are members of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and we gamble responsibly at Bet365.
We braved all the challenges to bring you back the best sensations. We went off the beaten tracks so you would always be one with the road. We took a few nasty hits to come back with the smoothest driving experience. Everything we learned from our challenges, you benefit from every day. Peugeot SUV, imported from the dust.
You're searching loads of websites looking for the best hotel deal. Stop doing that to yourself. Just relax and let Trivago do the work for you. Trivago compares hundreds of websites and apps at the same time. That's how you can be sure to find your ideal hotel for the best price. Simple. Hotel Trivago.
On several occasions, we nearly lost her. She reacted badly to the chemo. We were in hospital for a long time. And now she's absolutely fantastic. She's starting secondary school. She's absolutely amazing. And without the kind generosity of the people leaving gifts, we wouldn't have her here with us today.